Once broken by war and poverty, China now stands tall as a global superpower. In just a few decades, China rewrote its destiny, shifting from isolation to innovation, from revolution to rebirth. This is a story of how a sleeping dragon woke, and the world could no longer look away. Today, we are going to look how China made it possible. What was the secret of its fast growth? How a country with GDP less than South African countries transformed into a superpower and has second largest economy in the world. Pre-independence China. The collapse of Qing dynasty in 1911 was seen by many as new beginning. But what followed was fragmentation and betrayal. With no central authority, powerful local military leaders divided the country among themselves, draining its spirit and resources. Seeing this opportunity, foreign powers imposed their will on the fractured land. China, once in the Middle Kingdom, was now seen as a sick man of Asia. But the real betrayal was faced by China in Treaty of Versailles in 1919. Despite being on the Allied side in World War I, China's request to regain control of Shandong province was denied and transferred the land to Japan instead. This led to widespread protests all over the country. Intellectuals began seeking new political ideologies, and China's youth began demanding a new future. Birth of Chinese Communist Party, 1921. Inspired by Marxist ideas, thinkers like Chen Duxiu and Li Dazhao founded the Chinese Communist Party in Shanghai, which grew focusing on peasant issues and anti-imperialist struggle. The nation split between two dreams, one of nationalism and other of revolution. After the Long March in 1934 to 1935, an undisputed leader emerged. He was none other than Mao Zedong, one of the greatest leaders who shaped the destiny of China. When the World War ended in 1945, a civil war began in China between Chinese Communist Party and another political party called Kuomintang, KMT. While communists have mass support of peasants and effective guerrilla warfare, they won and KMT retreats back and fled their forces to Taiwan. And Mao declared victory on mainland that we know as China today. Mao Zedong stood atop Tiananmen Gate and proclaimed, "The Chinese people have stood up. The People's Republic of China was no longer a dream. It was a reality." And this was the real new beginning, the journey from revolution to superpower. After decades of war and humiliation, China stood at a turning point. But what path would it take to rebuild a shattered nation? The answer lies in an ideology born from its borders, Marxism and Leninism. But the journey was not that easy. It was faced with challenges and obstacles. In next part, we will discover its core economic and social reforms made by China that made it a global power today. To watch it early, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out.